Back on November 17th of last year, Mr. Clark Vargas, who is really a nationally known range safety expert, one of the leading range safety experts in the United States, he was retained by the Delaware Riverfront Corporation to do a range safety study of the police academy ranges and the Holmesburg Fish and Game ranges. They were at our facility on the 17th, people from the city, people from Fairmount Park, and Mr. Vargas himself. And pictures were taken, measurements were taken, and the ranges were looked at very, very closely. We received a few days later a memorandum, a copy of the memorandum from Mr. Vargas giving his initial impressions, and it's quite favorable. I would like to share some of these things with you because it points out things that need to be done in the future and things the community might be able to get concerned with. One thing he said is, I was amazed at how the place looked. It was not shut up indicating the range. It was very well run. Talked about other ranges, how the rifle range is properly set up, has no blue sky, there are proper baffles and things like that. He was concerned about the law enforcement agencies using the facility that possibly, because they shoot up front where there are no overhead baffles, bolts might leave the range. So he indicated all kinds of improvements there. But his conclusion is, I think, the really significant thing. This is what he said. Let me again reemphasize, this city facility is a treasure to the city. It is leased for operation to a civilian group, Homesburg, that is doing an outstanding job safety-wise. The facilities are being very well used by civilians during the week and during the weekdays by other law enforcement and military personnel who do not have range to shoot on. In order for this is Mr. Vargas' words, in order for the trail and range to coexist, improvements must be made to both. He mentioned a couple things you could do with our ranges to make them a little bit more safe, extending the barriers that are there now. We have barriers both overhead and to the sides to prevent bullets from leaving the range. Homesburg has been in operation for 80 years, and we don't have accidents. And we don't have accidents because we've been very, very careful about these things. We know what we're doing. We're very concerned about people walking in the impact zone of these ranges, and obviously we're concerned with this being done safely. Mr. Vargas has, in a separate cover, and another thing that he sent out, has proposed some changes to the trail involving a lot of barbed wire and also protective walls. It turns out that the police operations have ammo bunkers and places where they store explosives and other things of that nature down the back of their ranges where the trail would go. So it's necessary that all these facilities be screened off with barbed wire and chain link fences. It's also necessary that the trail itself be fenced in so that people using the trail don't become curious and wander into real danger areas from the police ranges and from the club ranges. So he has proposed both a chain link fence along the entire trail and a stone wall, the kind of wall you see for sound barriers on a turnpike or on 95, to protect people on the trail from being possibly hit by any kind of fragments or shot pellets. For the trail to work, as the expert said, improvements have to be made to the trail and to the ranges. So as this thing progresses, as this thing goes forward, there's going to be plans made, and for the trail to work, we're going to need the community behind those changes, behind those improvements. That's why I came here tonight to share this information with you. And we'll keep our eyes open and report back to you.